Hi, I'm Dan Thomas, sometimes affectionately known by my team members as the old internet guy, the gray beard. I kind of like it. But today, what I'd like to talk to you about is a simple but effective quick start marketing plan for your business on the internet. Doesn't matter what business it is, this schematic roadmap will just get you there quickly and effectively. Now, this first shot is of the complete roadmap. Now, it looks a little complicated, but we're going to break it down here for you. It goes from your traffic, obviously traffic to a squeeze page, a bridge page, your website, of course your autoresponders and the drip campaign and that sort of thing. And then after purchase, what you do after your prospect's purchase. Basically, broken down, you're going to start off with traffic, and it's either free traffic or paid traffic, and there's a gazillion ways to get traffic. There's Facebook traffic, there's Instagram, there's YouTube, your blog, paid ads, general content, organic, but it basically starts with getting eyeballs to your website. You can't get going on the internet without traffic somewhere. When you first start, usually it's free traffic, Facebook, Instagram, even YouTube, your blog. But after you get going, you're going to really start rolling into the paid ads, because that's where you really start to scale up on your business. Now, this is the first part of the roadmap here. The second part is you drive all this traffic to a squeeze page, a landing page, or a capture page. And the reason for that is a lot of people in affiliate marketing will send them directly to the sales page. Well, the problem with that is you lose all those contacts. You've got a one-touch. If they don't purchase, you've lost their contact information. Now, using a squeeze page, a capture page, landing page, you capture their information. So, generally speaking, there's a small percentage that will buy on the first touch. But the reality is that you need to establish a relationship with them, because they have to know you, like you, and trust you before they're going to buy anything from you. So it goes to a squeeze page. You call it a squeeze page. And a lot of programs that you're in, doesn't matter what it is, they will supply a simple squeeze page for you. Now, I recommend after you get going in your business that you upgrade to I use Lead Pages and other forms to custom make my own lead pages. So anyways, you go to a squeeze page, and then after that, this is where I think there's a big mistake with a lot of marketers. They'll go directly to the website sales page. Well, you're taking them from a squeeze page where they've just given their information directly to the sales page. Now, they don't have a clue who you are. They've just seen probably a dry email or a quick blurb with an advertising. So what I recommend is you put in an in-between, what I call a bridge page or a thank you page. And I'm going to be showing you that in a later video. But for right now, this is the roadmap. So you go from the squeeze page to the bridge page. Now, the bridge page, basically the purpose of the bridge page is to show your prospect you. They get to know you, like you, and trust you, and they're not going to do it in one shot, but this is the start. So the first part is obviously you want to thank them for signing up on your squeeze page and at least giving the information. Second, you want to tell them just really briefly in your own, whether it's a video, I prefer video, but it can be in a blog post or whatever, about the program, just a couple sentences. And then what I really, really recommend is that you also tell them about personal bonuses to distinguish yourself from other people that may be even doing the same offer as you. So it'll go say, thank you, here's what we're doing, here's what our page is about, and we're going to be giving these bonuses. And then down below that on the same bridge page, what I'll do is I'll tell my story on how I got started in internet marketing. I came from the 9 to 5, and I actually did pretty good. I was making a good 6 figures in my other life. And you can read my story or listen to it and find out how I came to get into internet marketing. Best thing I ever did, but how I got there. And then on that same page again, you reiterate your bonuses, maybe list them, however you're going to help them. There's a bunch of different ways, and I'll show you my bridge page in another video. Now from there, then you take them to the sales page, your website, whatever it is your offer is. Now they've actually got to now get a little bit of intimate knowledge about you, so you're not just a dry email. So now on this website sales page, you're probably going to get a higher conversion rate. Now you're still probably not going to get, everybody that goes there is not going to buy your product. A percentage will, but here's the beauty of it: since you've captured their information on the squeeze page, you can drop them into your autoresponder system, and then again, this is, if you have a decent program, they'll have a built-in autoresponder. Probably not as robust as you want, but it'll get you started. And then once you start bringing in some dough, you can upgrade to something like Aweber or another autoresponder. Now in this autoresponder, what you're going to do is you're going to have a drip campaign, and most offers have email swipes where you can send them 5 to 10, 15, even 30 emails, just kind of keeping them in touch with your offer. And what'll happen is that this will just be a drip every other day. For the first week it'll be every day, and then every other day. But in addition to that, what you're going to do is you're going to do broadcasts, and this is where you have to put in a little extra effort to distinguish yourself from everybody else. Like you said, there might be a lot of people with your same exact offer. And everybody reads about the push button system. Yes, there is some push button systems, but you can make your 200 to 500 a week, and if you're very basic. But if you really want to scale it up and make your 6 figures, then you have to put in the extra effort. I'm not going to lie to you, there is a little bit of extra work to it. You can do the bare minimum and make the bare minimum. You can put in the extra effort and make the extra dough. Now, and when I say that, that's because most of these autoresponders have a broadcast feature. So say every other day you do a personal little video or a personal little email, maybe even something topical, and it doesn't even have to pitch your product. You can just be saying, hi, hey, I thought you might like this article. You can put in maybe something from Tony Robbins or somebody else, or some quotes, some inspirational quotes, just to let them know that you're thinking about them and it's not always about the sale. So once you get that going, and that's where I'm saying you have to do your drip campaign from the website. After they've gone through your drip campaign, you'll be forcing them back, not forcing them, but you'll be putting them back to your bridge page and your web page periodically. So they're going to probably, the biggest percentage after 2 or 3 touches with them, they're going to then, if you have a good product, they're going to purchase your product. Now, when they purchase the product, this is another fail on a lot of marketers, and then they stop. They lose all contact with their prospect, now customers. But the really good marketers will follow this plan right here. And so after they make the purchase, you're going to put them into another auto-response system. And this is where, after you get going, you're going to want to upgrade your autoresponder. Like I said, I use Aweber. And that way you can customize it to meet your needs. They can go from the prospect list to the customer list, and then when they buy another product, they can go to another customer list. So what you're going to do is, from the purchase, it's going to be basically the same thing. You're going to go down into the autoresponder funnel, and then you're going to have a drip campaign. But in addition to that, even on these customers, you have to send them broadcasts. Hey, how's it going? And you want to help your prospects too with whatever offer it is. If they're stumped, they're going to be writing you questions, and you can't just ignore them, because they're going to drop off, and you're not going to get that residual that you would have gotten, because you draw them into your first program. Let's say it's a lower cost to get in, and they get going and they make a few bucks on that. They're going to say, wow, this is great. Dan Thomas is great. I want to do more stuff with him because he's making me dough. Then you move them into another offer. Maybe it's it costs a little bit more, but they make more dough. And so you can just keep going up the ladder, and it's never ending. And in addition to that, it doesn't have to be just your offer. Say you've got whatever your offer is, but you've got a comparable product, and it gets them off in a whole nother avenue. You can start pitching those products, but the biggest thing is that you need consistency in the contact with them, and that's where your autoresponder comes in. So if you follow this map, starting from your ads and however you're going to generate traffic, whether it's free, organic traffic, which most people start out with because simply it's free. But you have to stay on top of it. Then you go to the squeeze page. Obviously, you capture their information. And then definitely have to make a bridge page, some sort of bridge page to tell them about you, something personal, just to identify yourself out of the crowd. And then, of course, from there to the website. Now, there'll be a certain percentage, depending on your offer, that will purchase right off the bat. They'll automatically then go to the customer funnel, but generally speaking, they're going to go over to the prospect autoresponder, and you're going to have a setup of a drip email campaign, and then you'll do some broadcasts, and then they'll buy from you, and then once they've purchased, wow, then it's just free money after that, because any other program that you do, those are just free customers, and that's just bonus money, and that's where your residual starts coming in. They'll just keep purchasing because now they trust you. You've performed for them. You've given them a good product, a good offer. You're staying with them. You're not just, oh, they purchased, they're done, but you're staying with them with some consistent, relevant, and valuable content. So this is the roadmap here for the marketing strategy, and what I'm going to do is I have other videos on the specific areas of these, the squeeze page, the bridge page, the website, that sort of thing. So I'm hoping that you found this this video informational, educational, and maybe even a little entertaining, but I'll be looking forward to talking with you in the future. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate you watching this video. Thanks a lot. See ya.